probably pick through and identify one going forward. But it is time for our Group 1. It is the Memsie down at Caulfield, the first Victorian Group 1 of the season over the 1,400 metres. It only recently became a Group 1, but it's got a long and illustrious history.
You're off. First run in 1899, Caulfield's Memsie Stakes is the first Group 1 of the Victorian season.
And he's about to let her go into the straight.
Run over 1,400 metres at weight for age, the Memsie's honour roll includes champions such as Farlap, Manicato and Atlantic Jewel.
Welcome back, darling. Atlantic Jewel by 3 east up.
2024 was a win for the Battlers when Pinstripe delivered Enver Yusufovic an emotional breakthrough Group 1.
Pinstripe, EJ, you've done it! You're a Group 1 star.
But it's often been a race for the big spring players.
The champion mare, the queen of the turf, is back on her throne tonight.
With Sunline, Makybe Diva.
Makybe Diva with a flashing run. Makybe Diva's going to do it, yes!
And So You Think, all winning the Memsie, before going on to claim the Weight for Age Championship of Australasia, the WS Cox Plate.
So You Think responding for Steve Arnold. So You Think is back.
Well, Antino has made his way down to Melbourne, and you can tell he's a Queenslander because have a look at this jacket he's got. It's very bougie, but two very warm. He's clearly a very classy individual. We last saw him in the Doomben Cup and he was excellent on that occasion. And the grand final has always been the Cox Plate with this guy. Can he kick off his preparation in fine style and win a Group 1 like he has done in the past here at Caulfield? I'll tell you one thing, he's warmer than I am.
Great stuff, Lizzie. Well, I'll tell you one of my bingo cards. I didn't have bougie jacket on it, so there's a tick. It is an unbelievable Memsie Stakes. It's clearly the best we've seen since it became a Group 1 in 2013. A cavalcade of stars and so many stories. So Fangirl and the way that the track will play is probably the key story for mine because of the soft tracks. Everyone's talking about, can she handle a soft track? Well, if you eliminate the soft 7s out of her CV, soft 5 and 6, she's good.
She's an elite mare, isn't she? We know that she's been able to take the scalp of some of the very best in the land, and she's always so underestimated. She's got so much upside this preparation. I feel that this is a very winnable race for her as long as the track plays into her favour. She, to me, is where you start, the starting point. There's so many other horses in this race who have got great connections with their jockeys, but in particular, Fangirl is the one that really stands out to me.
Well, 17 of the past 20 years, it's been won by an established Group 1 winner. And also, interesting, 9 of the past 11 years, it's been won by horses jumping out of barriers 2 to 5. That sweet spot. Now, Daniel Stackhouse takes the ride on Here to Shock, who unfortunately for Stacky draws 6, just outside that sweet spot. The other question, is Here to Shock quite classy enough to win?
Well, you have to eliminate some horses throughout the day, and I think he's up against it with Here to Shock, but that Group 1 is not too far away, Stacky, don't you worry. And as far as Craig and Mr. Brightside, well, I pressed him. I said, was the trial good enough? Is he ready to win? And he's pretty confident, and Craig knows exactly what it takes to win a Memsie.
Have a look at this connection. So Mr. B and Craig, 40 out of 44 starts. Another Will and Jamie, and Tino and Blake Shin, 9 times in the last 6 he's been running. And suddenly Ben Melham and Tom Kitten have created quite a little link with Treasure the Moment and also Damien Lane. So there's some wonderful links between the jockeys and the horses.
Probably none better than Craig Williams and Mr. Brightside. And chatting to Craig earlier, I said to him, we used to go to the races with Miss Finland and just know you were going to win a race. I mean, that's almost what it's like with Mr. Brightside. But he's up against it. He's got some young guns that could potentially take his scalp.
Yeah, JD's his trainer. What's his entrance song?
9 Group 1s and All-Star Miles. Probably the reason my entrance song is Mr. Brightside.
It's pretty easy, wasn't it? That was always going to be, it was surely all of the boys' entrance song. Let's get the market for the Group 1 Memsie.
I almost had to take the earpiece out. That song takes me back to the 2017 Grand Final. Nothing good happened there. But anyway, let's get stuck into the Memsie Stakes. Where to look? Another Will. Been pretty firm this galloper. Got a very good record, of course. Last 3 times at 1,400 metres has been able to get the job done, including Group 1 level. Fangirl got a lethal finish on her, $4.80. Market is keen, and I think that's a good push for her. Treasure the Moment, another one where the market has kept her nice and safe. The 3-year-old filly, now a 4-year-old mare up against the superstar, $6. Antino's been the hole in the market. You can see out to $7.50, probably speed map related. And Mr. Brightside, do you let Mr. B go around at $8? You're brave if you do, and he hasn't got some of yours on him. Tom Kitten also out to a big price at $9. But another Will is the best backed runner here in the Memsie Stakes, $3.30 your price. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on your screen or visit that website.
Let's have a look at them in the yard, Lizzie. This will be a ripper. Cavalcade of Stars led by the $17 million man.
Oh, he's just a marvel, isn't he? I mean, no superlatives sort of sum him up. He's definitely carrying that little bit of condition. He's got a bit of a woolly coat on him. I had a look at him in the stalls area, and he's definitely got improvement still to come. Craig was very positive about his trial. I'm not so sure whether he's trialling as well, and obviously he is getting older, so that's just something to take consideration of. Tom Kitten, on the other hand, I think he's just hitting his straps.
Well, in the past, over this sort of trip, Mr. B defeats Tom Kitten, but has age-wearied Mr. Brightside and allowed Tom Kitten, who I think's going great guns. I loved his trials. I think he can knock him off today. And then Antino, who ran 4th in last year's Memsie. Interesting to see what he does today and whether or not they've trained him slightly differently, aiming for that Cox Plate.
Yeah, I think that's probably the key, isn't it? He might not just have the speed over this shorter trip to be able to coil them in, but he definitely has been going perfectly last preparation. And there's been a bit of intent with him because they had him running perfectly in the Doomben Cup, and then they were saving him for later on. So that's something to take note of. I think Here to Shock is going to be your speed conveyance. He looks well. I'm not sure whether he can win this race. I think there's more classier horses in it. Buckaroo, we know he runs super here, but he is at the double figure odds. He's your roughie. You know what? There's the sort of race with him, it wouldn't surprise me.
If he runs in the top 4,
Would
that
not
would not surprise me whatsoever. So,
and he's forward. He looks ready.
He loves Caulfield. He's quality, and I can imagine him going through the gears and hitting the line stylishly. This guy, every speed map that I've seen, every form analyst has this guy getting the gun run.
Yep, and I could not agree with you more. He's prepped up perfectly, loves Caulfield, gets a great run in transit, he's coming of age. Everything indicates that he's going to run an absolute bolter of a race.
And then the blinkers go on the defending champ in pinstriped, but he won the Memsie last year, but this is different gravy with a huge respect to last year's field. This has gone up a notch this year.
Yeah, and he's been a touch in the wilderness in his previous preparation, but you can't take anything away from him. He has been a winner second up in the past. He did win this race last year. Is it me? Well, I think if at Flemington he would be a lot shorter than he is today, because that's exactly what he loves, and he has had the run under his belt. And again, not a fashionable trainer, but he looks great. He's very athletic individual. We've just up against a very good field this time around, and that's what he's got to overcome, a horse like Fangirl, who is elite. 9
starts on soft tracks. Now, keep in mind, eliminate the soft 7 where she had 2 unplaced runs. So, therefore, soft 5 and 6, 7 starts, 4 wins and 2 seconds. And for mine, on a normal playing field, she's the best horse in the race for mine. And that's a big call over the likes of Treasure the Moment and Mr. B.
Look, I think form-wise, Fangirl, it's her race. But then I went down to the stalls and then I had a look at her walking around behind me, and she just looks magnificent, Treasure the Moment. She's come on leaps and bounds. She's got a great head on her. She looks bigger than Fangirl does at this age. I know Fangirl's never been sort of a big, bulky individual or, a real eye catcher, but I just feel like Treasure Moment, these 4-year-olds, they are freakily good, and that's why I'm edging towards her as far as looks are concerned. So Treasure the Moment is the pick of the yard. Fangirl, I think, is ready to go on form, and the way the race is run is going to be so fascinating.
Market mover, JJ.
It's our favourite, another Will, and you don't need to be a guru of the punt to work out why. 3 from 4 fresh up, 8 from 12 with Jamie Mallam aboard, 5 from 7 at 1,400 metres, and 4 from 6 here at Caulfield. Pretty good stats.
Katie, you're a Group 1 winning jockey. If I gave you the silks on any runner in this, what one would you want?
That's a great question, Richo. There's so many horses I'd like to ride in this race. And I've landed with Treasure the Moment because I think she's pretty special. And as I said, her trials have been great. And one of those horses that have been trialling with her is Tropicus. So that's good because, of course, he won earlier. I think Fangirl on top of the track would have nearly given Via Sestina a shake last week. So that's got to hold her in high regard today. It's going to be some race.
I agree with you, Katie, on Fangirl there. I'm happy that we're not on a 7. A slightly better track puts her right in this. I've loved the trials of Tom Kitten, and I think he's returned a bigger and better entity with the barrier extension for the first time for the big boy.
Can't wait for it. Here it is. The first Group 1 of the Victorian racing season. 127 years of history and tradition, the Memsie.
Kitten is raring here. Ben Mallam just standing up in the structure at the moment. Now Pinstriped has gone in.
Let me know when you're right, Benny. Waiting on you, buddy.
Ben just has to sit back down in the saddle. Tom Kitten's ready now. The all clear was given. There's rocking and rolling going on in there.
No, that's going to come out now, guys.
Now they're going to have to back it out. Tom Kitten too agitated. They were just about to let them go, and Tom Kitten has tried to rear up. Mallam again out of the saddle, and they're just trying to release that back gate. So drama before this Group 1 contest. Tom Kitten has been backed out. The vet will have to have a look at Tom Kitten. Tom Kitten currently an 860 chance. Vet having a good look at the mouth and head of Tom Kitten. Just double checking that the gelding didn't knock himself in the front part of the stalls.
So Tom Kitten is taken out, and we get a closer look. He's definitely trying to acclimatise to that Melbourne weather, KM.
Definitely looks woolly, doesn't
it? It does indeed, but we saw Ben Melham's boot pop open there as well. So he's that's popped open as he's reared maybe in the gates, anticipating a start.
Yeah, he'd be feeling a draft at the back.
I know it's a silly thing to think about. What would happen? Would he be trying to just play on with the broken boot?
Oh, he's been scratched. Wow,
Oh,
Tom
bugger.
Kitten been scratched as we head to the Group 1 Memsie Stakes now.
We'll attempt to get the scratching time to you. 4:47, Tom Kitten is out. 4:47, Tom Kitten is out of the Memsie.
Yeah, I will do, buddy.
Down to a field of 9, and the field is set to go.
Hang fire.
They are ready. They stand pretty well.
Right, guys, here we go.
Set now.
Clear.
Racing in the Memsie. Treasure the Moment from barrier 1 jumped away well with Another Will and also Mr. Brightside. Some speed early, out deep from Here to Shock and also Pinstripe, so almost 5 across the track. Is It Me behind those horses, and they were followed by Fangirl, 3 lengths Santino and Buckaroo. Pinstripe pouring it on off the track. Here to Shock the inside and Mr. Brightside between horses. The speed's pretty good to the railway side. 900 metres to go. 2 further back, Another Will. Then came Treasure the Moment, Is It Me? Fangirl snookered the inside of Antino and Buckaroo is last. Pinstriped 800 metres to go with a clear lead, looking to go back to back. A length and 3/4 Here to Shock, and they're 3 lengths Mr. Brightside. Further back in the field, Another Will. Antino's getting going. Treasure the Moment next the rail, 7 off the lead. From Is It Me? Fangirl second last, Buckaroo at the end. Pinstripe the leader, 450 metres to go. 2 lengths in front of Here to Shock, who's trying to chase hard. Then came Mr. Brightside. Treasure the Moment, the insiders making up ground, followed by Another Will up the middle from Antino and Fangirl. Here to Shock up the Pinstripe, but Treasure the Moment got the split at the 250. Mr. Brightside's trying to hunt her down, then Antino. Treasure the Moment, 150 metres to go, is 2 lengths in front of Mr. Brightside. The new Group 1 kid on the block, she's a star. Treasure the Moment from Mr. Brightside. Buckaroo, what a return third. Then Fangirl, Antino, Another Will. A gap in the field then to Here to Shock, Is It Me? And Pinstripe.
She is something special. That's her 4th Group 1. That's Matt Laurie's 7th. Damien Lane's 43rd Group 1. From an inside gate, they were just able to bide their time. There looked to be a few in front of them that were looking to keep Treasure the Moment, maybe stuck on the fence in a pocket, but she's just too brilliant, even over a shorter trip, Lizzie. We now wonder, She's won over the 14. She's won up to the 25. What is she? What is she going forward?
She's a weight for age Group 1 winner at 4 years old now, which makes her an absolute star. She's 9 wins in a row. The only horse you wanted to be on for the entire race was Treasure the Moment. You could see Damian Lane was just so comfortable in behind that speed. She was just electric to the line. I have to say, Katie, Mr. Brightside put up a hell of a performance. He was there to be beaten, and he was able to tough it out to the line. It was just a new kid on the block, these new season 4-year-old mares that are just elite. They are scarily good, and she hits herself in that same bracket as Autumn Glow. We've yet to see Lady Shenandoah get back into the winner's stall or even be produced yet, but wow, what a performance from Treasure the Moment. Matt Laurie would be smiling from ear to ear.
Maddie, congratulations. A huge thrill to you and Kate and the family. By gee, she's good. We all know that now.
That was such a pain-free watch. You could see she was just bolting, coming around the bend, and yeah, pretty teary, to be honest. It was incredible.
And that's because this girl means so much to you, because you would have felt the pressure building into this.
Yeah, of course. But, you know, I mean, to do what she's done and then to come back and blow away a high-class field over 7 furlongs, I mean, it's just, you know, what else is she going to do?
Yeah. What a credit to you and your whole team, though, the way she presented in the yard. By gee, she looked beautiful.
Yeah, she really did. She spelled enormous this last break. She came into the stable looking, you know, superb, and she's just gone forward every day. So.
It's very much a family business, this, isn't it, mate? Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, we're all a bit teary, particularly Lachlan. He loves the racing so much. So, yeah, it means a lot to us.
Oh, good on you, Lockie. Keep smiling, mate. You've got a lot to be smiling about. When do we see her again and onwards towards the Makybe?
Well, that was my original plan. Obviously, that's something I have to talk about with Mr. Zhang and the team. But, you know, she just runs so well at Flemington. You know, miles, everything's perfect for this filly at the moment. So, yeah, we'll let you know in due course.
We're thrilled for you, mate. Well done.
Tough.
And well done to you too, Lockie. Well done, mate. Great stuff.
Good chat there with Matt Laurie, and young Lockie's overcome with emotion with a filly, now a mare, who's won 4 Group 1s from only her 12 starts. Let's relive it from the get-go. So she's jumped well there, Katie, from the inside draw, and she had the lead for a little bit there until there was a couple more who took up the running, and she was happy to take the box.
Yeah, Damian Lane made his intent pretty clear early. But, you know, what I love about this horse, she's got that tactical speed that she can do that, which is incredible for a horse that's won 2 Oaks. She's a stayer as well as a sprinter. He elected to come back, find that rhythm, but look at her, she's still charging through the bridle. It's just at about here, Damian's thinking, now what do? I've got another wheel on my outside. I'm following Mr. Brightside. More so on the fence, probably not the right, like he probably doesn't want to be there. He wants to make sure that he's got clear running, and he probably doesn't want to come into any interference. So he's still thinking, biding his time. We saw Fangirl behind him, just always off the bridle, chasing, which doesn't suit her. She's more of a, wants to be cuddled. They all want to pop off the fence, and Damian Lane just sits there and just trying to still work out where he wants to come. I do think he wanted to come to the outside of Here to Shock, but he thought, oh, I'll go back to the inside because I'm already there, which, lucky enough, Here to Shock wasn't going any better, because Daniel Stackhouse would have held him in a pocket and it would have been a disaster. But she's too good. She got out, and yeah, it's an unbelievable win. Have a look at her stride out like that. She's very, very special.
So she's put a margin on the likes of Mr. Brightside, who's no slouch. He's a 9-time Group 1 winner, and he's performed extremely well first up after some trials that had some judges going, oh, is he okay today?
Yeah, I thought he was super after what he's come through, but Buckaroo, another eye catcher. Wowee, watch him through the line.
Yeah, there's no doubting that, because the 1400 metres well short of his best. Tongue tie for the first time for him as well, which may have aided his course. So what do they do? Makybe Diva, does she go and face off against the other great Yulong mare in Via Sistina in a Cox Plate? The world is their oyster. She's already done her job, a 4-time Group 1 winner. It is just extraordinary to see. maybe they could keep her at the mile and come up to Sydney for a King Charles if they didn't want to face off against Via, because of course we know that's very difficult to do, to back up. It's a 1 week backup nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many options for her. And she's also a 4-year-old, because she just come and win a Golden Eagle. And how's the horses that are going to go to the Golden Eagle again? She's going to run into maybe a potential Autumn Glow or Aliana. It's so exciting. It really is.
This crop of 4-year-old mares, Lizzie, is something incredibly special, and I hope that in the next month or so we'll get to see the big four in Autumn Glow, Lady Shenandoah, Treasure the Moment and Aliana, potentially a couple of face-offs.
Yeah, it almost feels like a changing of the guard, doesn't it, when you have a look at horses like Treasure the Moment. We saw, as you referenced, Autumn Glow, Eliana as well, running a super race against Via Sistina. And not only that, we still haven't seen Lady Shenandoah. So we knew that we were in for a treat after looking at the last season 3-year-old fillies. They've emerged, they haven't disappointed. I still look back and think Mr. Brightside has run an absolute bolter once again. He's got so much more improvement. And Katie referenced Buckaroo. Wow, I suppose with Fangirl, we go back to the drawing board a touch with her, because she probably wasn't in a race that really suited her, but she does have the form to win a race like this. It's definitely changing times, but it's good changing times, because the new season 4-year-old mares are the ones that we all want to follow, and the emotions here at Caulfield are running very much high. And Damien Lane has got a very nice horse on his hands once again. I wonder where he would like to go.
Take us through the race, because from all of us, it looked a very easy watch. What was it like?
Yeah, I was didn't have pinstripe leading up at a fast tempo on my bingo card, so I was a little surprised, but I was always travelling comfortable, just mindful that Mr. Brightside is in front of me, another Will outside me, so there's probably not going to be much pushing them around, so I just had to be patient and wait for a run, and when it comes, she was quick enough to get in there before it closed and sprinted really well. Yeah,
she's not even 4 yet, physically. By gee, she must be unbelievable to ride.
She's just a jet. She's versatile at distance ranges, she's versatile on surfaces, and she's versatile tactically. So it's just really, just makes things a lot easier compared to so many horses need so much to go right for them, but she makes her own luck, and she's just got a great turn of foot as well. So just rapt to be a part of her journey. Yeah, well, a little ice cream on top of the cake for you, mate, because WA Racing Hall of Fame, you really deserve that, mate. Well done. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, it was a really good night there last weekend, and I appreciate, everything that WA Racing's done for me. So it's been a good journey so far, but hopefully still the best is yet to come. A lot more to come, mate. Well done. Thank you.
We're not done yet, but we're telling you about next Saturday on 7 Horse Racing, the Moya for the Speedsters down in Victoria, the Chelmsford up in Sydney, alongside the Concord, and that's where we get to see Lady Shenandoah step out for the first time.
So what you're telling me is next week is a do not miss, because we're going to learn a lot about who may be taking a slot in the Everest.
100%. That Concord, people will start saying, pick me, pick me. You win that, you invariably do end up with a slot. And the Moya as well, of course. So